on, Dagger. Come on, Dino. There's Dino. Hi, Dagger. Come on, Thor. Oh, McDonald. E-I-E-I-O. Good birds eating. Okay, so working with the birds, they've got food in their bowl. They are eager to work anyway. We have built the value of the peanuts to a high level as our treat, our training treat. And as you can see, they're eager and willing to work for this. Getting a good response back and forth. Oops, I'm standing where the camera can't see me. Got a good response back and forth to the perch. Their skill level is quite nice. They can dodge and maneuver around objects quite nicely. And this is what I'm after before I take them outside. I want to see that high skill level developing. In other words, mastering as much skill level as they can relative to the size of the space they have to work with. They also, of course, need to be comfortable being outside, which these guys, of course, are, because they've been living their lives outside ever since they were babies, living in outdoor cages. They also, though, need to master this back and forth to a perch really well. And that's because when we take them outside, we want them to know what their job is. We want them to know what we're going to expect them to do. I don't want them to have to figure anything new out the first few times we take them outside. So the first few times we take them outside, we're going to start out very short distance, maybe 3 or 4 feet, and not any farther away than what I am right now in these videos, as you can see here, maybe about 10, 12 feet, somewhere in that range. That should be the maximum. And what we want is this fast back and forth action right here, so they know what their job is and they're not thinking about what they're going to do next. And I just ran out of peanuts. Hi, Xena.
What's the matter?
What's the matter, Xena? Xena.
Hello.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Good bird, Xena. Xena's doing really good picking up Old MacDonald Had a Farm. She sings it really nicely. And now the trick, of course, is getting it on cue. Come on, Dagger. Dagger's got some anxiety issues. You're not Dagger. This is Dagger. Missed his landing because of you, didn't he? Come on, Dagger. Dagger's always been kind of a high-stress bird, easily stressed. Makes me a little bit nervous about flying him outside because he's going to be easily spooked. But he does have a good response, so we're working on it. We'll see how it turns out. Come on, Thor. Good bird, Thor. All right, go on. Come on, Dagger. Come on, take it. All right, go on. Come on, Dino.
Old MacDonald
Had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Oh, you're going to make it your own, huh? Going to jazz it up. Been watching The Voice, haven't you? Yeah. Come on, Dagger. Hi, Dean. You'll be an international superstar. Going to be on The Voice someday, aren't you? Got to make that song your own. Oh, MacDonald. I don't even know how to sing it that way. She's doing good. Anyway, this is the kind of distance we start. Very first flights. We start working on real short like this, just back and forth to get things started. And then we want them back and forth. And we just are able to increase that distance as their skill level going back and forth. As that behavior matures, we can slowly add distance. Distance is not our goal in the beginning. Just back and forth to the perch is the first initial goal. Now, when we get ready to fly outside, we want to know they've got all these skills mastered that they're going to do the first time they go outside. So back and forth to this perch like this becomes really important, because that means they know what their job is. They don't have to think about it. They just do it, which is what we want. Of course, we want them to have developed as much skill as they can in this, the size of the enclosure that they're working. Usually I'm in my living room working on it. This particular time I happen to have a nice big 16 by 48 foot enclosure to work in. That's really nice. But typically my living room is fine, because you can see what I'm actually asking them to do is not significant flying. What I'm really after right now is the behavior back and forth to the perch. Come on, Dagger. You're not Dagger. Come on, Dagger. You started to. So when we do take them outside to the level 1 location, the first thing we're going to do is try to duplicate what we've got going on right here, right now. Back and forth to the perch, short distance. The objective is to get them doing exactly the same thing they're doing right now. The only difference is there's no walls and no ceiling. Come on, Dagger. All right, in doing that, we can set them up to gain some confidence. We gain some confidence in their understanding their job. And before you know it, we can start expanding distance a little bit. But first, they need to be comfortable doing the behavior. Now, these birds right here are also comfortable landing anywhere in the enclosure to fly back to me, which also helps generalize the behavior of flying to me. So when we do fly outside, that means that they're going to feel comfortable coming to me regardless of where I'm standing relative to the perch. Come on, Thor. Come on, Thor. Our ultimate goal when flying our level 1 flight outside is to get the birds flying, freestyle flying. To get to freestyle flying, that's where the bird flies out, circles around, comes back and lands on my hand. To get to freestyle flying, we need to get this part down really well first, so that they're really comfortable being out there and doing their job, working for their goodies, and they understand what's going on and can expand that as their comfort level allows them. As my comfort level allows me also, because I have to be comfortable with this also, because if they don't look like they're mastering this right, then I certainly don't want them flying outside yet either. What'd you do? You got bird poop all over you? Somebody poop on you, huh? Nice, sweetie. Right, Thor. So we sit and cuddle every once in a while. Come on, Dino. Cuddling is part of our training also. They need to learn to be good social animals that can easily be handled and touched and know what those critical social skills are. They're not biting me, trying to pinch me, resist me when I'm touching them or holding their feet, or if I need to grab a hold of them for some emergency purpose, I don't want to have to worry about them fighting me in a way that's going to cause somebody to get hurt. Anyway, I'm out of peanuts, guys. That's the last one. I got to go get more. Yeah, I do. Good job. All right. Here we go. All right. Yeah. All right. So let's get a little bit more distance here. Come on, guys. There we go. Where'd Dagger go? Come on, Dagger. Dagger, come. And right now, I'm actually not nearly as concerned about a quick recall response as I am a high rate of traffic back and forth between me and the perchers. That right now is way more important than my quick recall. I want a good recall. I want to be able to call them and have them come down. But promptness for that isn't as important to me as is this high rate of interaction. Because when we start flying outside, that's what's going to matter way more than my ability to call them back down. is that high rate of interaction. Come on, Thor. Whoop, Dino, I mean. There's Dino. Come on, Dagger. Come on, Thor. Come on, Thor. Yeah. Good bird, Xena. Good old McDonald. Hello. Yeah? Come on. That's a good bird. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Xena. Good bird, Xena. Come on. That's a good bird. Good bird, Dino. Come on, Dagger. Come on, Thor. Good bird, Xena. Dino. Come on, Dino. Let's keep it short. Come on, bud. Yeah. There we go. All right, go on back. That's what we want right there. Nice and short, bud. Come here, Dino. Yeah, good bird. All right, go on. He knows his job. And that's what we want. Duplicate the same thing we did out indoors. Come on, Dino. Yeah. One bird at a time. Whenever you're introducing new birds flying outdoors, and you never want to go multiple birds at the same time. Always one at a time. That bird needs to become good at this all by himself, because any one of the birds that's new at this and decides to wander can take everybody else with them. There is no flock leader. Any one bird can take over the flock, so to speak. Come on, Dino. Yeah? Yeah? Let's go. Yeah. Did you drop that? Come on, Dino. Come here. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now let's see what Thor thinks about all of this. Not on his tail. Come on, it's your turn. Here. Come on, Thor. There's a good bird. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Thor. Good bird. Yeah. All right, you're gonna go back to the perch. Eat the peanut. All right, so That's exactly what we're after. Fly back and forth to the perch. Come get your peanut. Go back to the perch and eat it. Exactly like we did inside the cage or inside the living room. And if they do fly off and make a big flight, at this point, we just get them back. Might have to go chase them a little bit, get them back, wait for them, whatever. And then you go right back and forth to a perch if the bird seems calm and comfortable. If he looks like he's all freaked out, then don't take him flying again. Let him calm down out here next time. But if they're acting like they're calm and comfortable out here, get back to work on back and forth to a perch. Our goal today is not to expand to freestyle flying. Our goal today is simply duplicate the indoor experience in this new environment with no walls and no ceiling. Yeah. Right. I won't expand the distance more than 10 or 15 feet max. That's my last peanut right now. Good job.
Got refills for you.
I should have my bait bag on me.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing for myself.
Come on, Dino. Or, excuse me, Dino, listen to me. Did I call you that? I'm sorry, Thor. Same perch as we normally use, so he's familiar with the perch, right? Don't want to be switching perches out on him at this stage. You can do that later, but on their first flights outside, you want everything to be as familiar and comfortable and routine as possible. Routines are very important. Our routines make us feel comfortable. Our routines give us less need to think about what it is we're doing, because those things that are within our routine aren't scary. If we add new things, we add scary. So we're already in a new environment. That's scary. And keeping everything as similar, including the perch, your clothes you're wearing, the people you're with. Don't introduce anything really wild and new at this point. Give them a chance to get used to the behavior, show some progress before you start adding new stuff. Come on, Thor. Come on, Thor. Come on, sweetie. Yeah, there's a good bird. Yeah, you're nice and calm. Yeah, you are. Come on. Yeah, good bird. You're gonna go back with that, right? All right, I have backed up as far as I'm going to back up for today's flying. I'm not going to go any farther than this. This is a good, comfortable flight pattern for him. This is very similar to what we've been doing indoors in the aviary there. So we'll keep it to this for today. We're only going to do 10-15 minutes of flying like this and stop. Today's not about expanding new experiences. Today is about duplicating our previous experiences in a new environment. So newness of the environment is all we're out to achieve today. Give them a chance to think about this tonight between sessions, and then when we do it again, they'll have had a chance to learn not only while they're doing this, but in the hours between now and the next session we do. They will have learned a lot just in thinking about today.
Chris, would you be able to comment on how his wings are so drooped even though he's only done a few short flights?
Well, I'm not entirely sure why he's drooping his wings like that. He's certainly not showing any real signs of stress. There might be a little bit of, I mean, obviously we're in a new place and there's going to be a certain amount of stress there, but
I was going to say more that he's not a seasoned athlete yet, so just going around the tree a couple times, you know.
This is not the same bird.
Never mind, then I have no idea why he's drooping either.
He is probably just kind of in a high alert mode, even though he's generally showing good calmness here. Now this little bird right here, this is Thor. Thor, yeah. Thor has been flawless here today. Yeah, yeah, being sweet too. Mm-hmm. Being sweet. How you being sweet? You gonna roll over? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Except for I'm out of peanuts, huh? That's not nice.